Other four Supreme Court judge na waba abonten or the nsembi ababeto to abonten chese other four and some Supreme Court judge no de abeto abonten na semno de chese mu odue chemwamu nimse nche bia na yankasa ye Chief Justice get to kono ni nsembebe bebre wo Ghana has other four obi ahwe se finally John Dramani Mahama obeyi ne fi hono mu another four Supreme Court judge ba konso ababonten no de nsema chesa no ordain dey to social media ne so ameso medi ni nyina brɛ e wo Ghanatube do for man ko na yenko ji sansem we enyina nkyere mu e wo Ghanatube ne mragisia.
This morning, let's settle for the details now. And the Supreme Court judge nominee, Justice Senyor Jamefe, has said that he will support the setting up of public tribunals, which existed in the past. According to him, with the tribunals in place, it will allow the traditional courts to focus more on civil cases, thereby ensuring faster justice delivery. He was responding to questions when he appeared before the Appointments Committee of Parliament to be vetted.
Would you advocate for the setting up of public tribunals again to speed up or assist with the justice delivery?
I like the way you put it. That's exactly what I would do. But unfortunately, it's a wrong perception. People are more relaxed when they appear before the tribunals because, you know, the panel is three. Two ordinary people and the judge, who is a lawyer. They are more comfortable from my experience.
Don't you think Justice Senyor Jamefe sitting with two ordinary Ghanaians on a public tribunal will bully them with his law?
Law is 20%. Wisdom is 80%. Don't underrate those people. They may not know the technical terms, but the wisdom in every case, they know. And you can't bully them. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that the qualification of the tribunal chairman is the same as the High Court judge. And then more criminal cases will go to the tribunals because they wouldn't do civil. So it gives more chance to the mainstream court to have more time for civil cases. So I am always for the tribunals. We need more of them, especially the lower tribunals. Justice emanates from the people. Why don't we give them courts manned by the people from whom justice emanates? So I am always for the tribunals, and the constitution says it has to be done, so it has to be done.
Other from what in seminar a Supreme Court judge no kind of say Ghana has said the who be here pass besi a court a who do be brace and a bear chess cases now a court no so better to see and we were no more bear 20 years can the case the occurrence up till now men can say can fire and sanka. Any case cried that down. Bear 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I'm off be now or one. Omo cases be now or quarter. Up till now, crying, you can't be a case, no crying the case, na sort of four. And as Supreme Court judge, no babontin or say, see more courts or Ghana has here. I bet me a bois, na sans some sending in and as a court in some sending yano. As so a bet send a bear Ghana has said, be able to mean a judgment in terms of 4 way. And then sema I did ja, Miss Medina in a bro. Right from Supreme Court judge na Miss Medina in a bro, Ghanatube, but for my call, 9 and 7 so Emma this year.
Justice Senyor Jamefe, also in responding to questions from the majority leader Mahama Ayariga, said he agrees more courts and judges are needed as they are overburdened with cases.
When Chief Justice says that there are delays in the administration of justice, Supreme Court judges are overburdened, and you know they have to write opinions, they have to hold conferences. And if you have less than 20 judges, it definitely affects the administration of justice at the level of the Supreme Court. Do you agree with that?
The framers of our law, the Constitution, know why they haven't put a limit onto the number of Supreme Court judges. It's not capped. I keep saying that the law is always evolving. Maybe there's a reason. So far as the Constitution doesn't cap the number of judges, I am for it. Thank you.
The second argument that the Chief Justice makes is that we tend to compare ourselves with the US and say the US has a Supreme Court and they have only 9 judges. But
so they are not overburdened like we have here. So if the argument of in that letter you said says that due to delays and caseload, number of judges be increased, fine, I support it. But I guess that the flexibility is there for the evolving nature of the system, which there must be justification for every additional judge. Thank you.
On appointment of women to the Supreme Court as judges, Justice Jamefe said he would only support the appointment of qualified women to the highest court of the land, and not just any woman at all, just to satisfy gender parity. The nominee also stated that he does not support the suppression of investigative journalism, even in efforts to safeguard the image and dignity of the judiciary. Evelyn Tinkma, TV3 News, Accra.
Let's also stay on the verdict yesterday, because Justice Senyor Jamefe has also been explaining what the case may be when the President, Vice President and the Speaker of Parliament are all absent from the country.
There's clarity on in the absence of the President, Vice President acts. In the absence of the Vice President, the Speaker acts, and in fact that has received judicial blessing. In the absence of all these three, the Chief Justice would have to act or take the presidential oath as acting president.
Like you rightly said, if the president is not there, the vice will take the oath. If it's not there, then the speaker, and then it goes down to the Chief Justice. But unfortunately, during that period, there wasn't a substantive Chief Justice, but we had an acting Chief Justice. I don't think the law says that the acting Chief Justice should take an oath.
So your answer will be different if there is.
Order for question kesi ya disi ambesim bisa Ghana fo nyina na obi ayi ma no ne say sesi ano se President of the Republic of Ghana John Dramani Mahama onu ho no mo a ye nyina nim say Vice President no ono take charge. Se Vice President so eni ho no mo a ye nyina nim say Speaker no na o take charge. Order for se Speaker so ni ho a why na take charge. Order for we na ensema deja ibisa Supreme Court judge no we na ensema deja Supreme Court judge no chese o say ehu behia pa say at least no Supreme Court judge no anase Supreme Court judge obey the next person mo amunim to the four in some way na deja chese ibisa onankata Supreme Court judge ne say see an president ni o vice president ni o na speaker so ni o why na isi ya no sa vacuum na ba beda on why na so take up for woman ko tie ni nsema ono so ade tudwa ebna isi ya
a substantive Chief Justice.
Yes, ma'am.
And your view is that in that instance the Chief Justice will have to take the presidential oath as acting president, correct?
Yes.
All right. Would there be a requirement for the speaker to take presidential oath when acting in the absence of the president and the vice president?
If the law says he needs to take an oath, he has to take it. If it doesn't say so, then he doesn't take it.
But does the law say so?
Yes.
In an era of instant global communication, does this distinction remain constitutionally necessary? And should quotes absence from the republic unquote be redefined in your view?
Absence, it has a different meaning now. Yes, the constitution says there should be no vacuum. If you are in contact with those who you work with and the period is that short, maybe one day, I don't think there should be this ceremony when you are coming back the following day for somebody to swear an oath.
Is my law departing from the law? Is the law?
I'm not departing from it.
Still on the verdict, and Supreme Court nominee said Dennis Dominic Ajay says Ghana's presidential line of succession must remain strictly limited.
Order for when ensema deja Ghana has a Supreme Court judge no any ebisa nsem bebre ahodo bebre a chese ono nso wa che na adwen ɛfa ɛyɛ Supreme Court judges ayɛ de ma edisi so na ade nyinaa no kyese wa che na adwen yie a meso megye ne nyinaa brɛ ɛwɔ Ghanatube fo aha na mede nsɛm nyinaa besi ɛwɔ Ghanatube mamre efisɛ mba like no ma subscribe no ma share no ma hit notification bell no so aman sɛ na be ya bini abibia drop here content a wo wonya ne tempa no atwe no tia me no fo aha na mede nsɛm nyinaa besi wɔ Ghanatube makra mu nyinaa medamu nyinaa